Welcome back to my channel. My name's Jacob Ferguson, and today we're going to be looking at All Stars 11, Episode 8. The Queens had to participate in the second annual Rep and Roast, and category on the runway is Here's to the Ladies Who Lunch, an obvious reference to the iconic Stephen Sondheim musical Company. We have a lot to talk about today. We got some placements that I disagree with. We got some stuff to talk about. So let's get into it. So we get back into the workroom after Sam and Jasmine have both won. Sam has won the lip sync, which a lot of people disagreed with. I personally think that she won, but to each their own. And everybody's letting Sam know that that she didn't win. They're like, you didn't do that good. Also, yes, I know I look different. I cut my fingernails. I know. Don't bless me out too much. I know it's a big change cutting one's fingernails, but to each their own. Sam and Jasmine are both being little shady gremlins on the side, like trying to provoke people to see what they're going to do and what they're going to do with their points. But it's more of the same. The queens just give their points to each other. Kennedy and Suga swap places, and Joey and Hershey swap points as well. Hershey and Joey both being early outs, they kind of formed like a little alliance in Untucked, and Hershey was talking about it in the previous episode about how she wanted to uplift Joey. I don't think that that's going to happen next week. I think that we're going to see a lot more shade come into play. Everybody plays it strategically well the first week, and then after that we kind of get these like newfangled ideas of who's actually going to be in the top and who the front runners are. And currently those are Sam and Jasmine, though honestly looking at the bracket, Kennedy also is up there in terms of just how iconic she is. Kennedy Davenport is just so good at drag. She's good at drag, she's good at Drag Race, she's good at a lot of things. Again, the only thing that really holds her back are her runways sometimes. She's had a lot, and I do mean a lot of duds, but she's also had some runways that look good. I think that this runway category that they did was the best of there were no crunches at all. At least I don't think. I'll have to look again at the pictures that I took to understand. And also the rapping roast was really good this year. We didn't have anybody pulling a Carrie and not actually roasting anybody. I will never forgive her for that. Like, come on, Carrie, you can do it. Roast, please. And she wondered why she wasn't in the top that episode. Girl, love Carrie down, and she should have won the Rusical in my personal opinion. But let's be real here. The bitch didn't roast. I'm also going to be going to a drag show on Sunday. That is really cool. Do I know any of them, any of the queens that I'm meeting quite yet? Not really. But I'm excited. Obviously, it's at a bar. I don't drink, so I will be enjoying it sober. My mom asked if she could go, so I bought her a ticket as well. So that should be fun. And for anybody wondering, hey, isn't that Father's Day? Absolutely, I'm going to be celebrating that with my dad on Saturday, so it's all good. I realized since I've been at work constantly that I haven't really had time this summer to really do anything, and I feel like sort of depressed a little bit. I'll just be sitting on my couch just watching TV all day if I don't get out and do something. So I kind of made it my mission yesterday to look up things while I was on my break to do that's fun and cheap. Cheap being number one. And honestly, I also kind of want to support my local queens. You know, none of them have gotten on the show, but I just want to get more into the queer culture of where I'm from. I love queer history. I love queer culture, but I don't really here in South Carolina. We don't really get a whole lot of that, and I want to find it, whether or not it's niche or in back rooms and all of that sort of stuff. I want to go support everybody. This will be my like second drag show that I've really attended, so I'm pretty excited about it. Back to the episode. So Sam kind of comes in and is like hurt a little bit that the queens didn't think that she won. And it's like, it's the same thing that happened with Ginger Minj when she won against Denali. And the queens were all like, the vibe was Denali. You know, we thought Denali was going to win. And Ginger kind of got butthurt. It's like, Sam, you're in the lead. You're going to be fine. I think it's because she's from the newest season of while filming. And she didn't really have time to do a whole lot of things before her thing before she came back. And she says in the episode, she's like, I wanted these older queens to kind of uplift me and take me under their wing, and they haven't really been doing that. And I get that, but at the same time, you were in a competition. Like, you were one of the 6 that they picked for this bracket. You have to be confident in yourself, and you can't let these other queens get to you. And Sam kind of let that happen a little bit, but I think that she has the confidence and the prowess and the good old fashioned grit to get through it. She just got to put herself out there. Also, controversially, I disagree with her being high for the roast, mostly because of her original season, mostly because her set was so short, and the parts that we saw were really funny, but like she only had like 1 or 2 jokes, and then afterwards I thought it could have been Susie or Anya. I also liked both of their outfits a lot better than Susie than Sam's, but it's fine. Sam says that she's going to do really well in this rap and roast, and who am I to blame her? We have a spill the tea mini challenge that Suga and Joey win. They get a cash prize, but they don't get to like decide the roast order or anything. That comes with just asking people where they want to go, and they all kind of come to the consensus very quickly of where they want to go and how they want to do their things, and honestly, good for them. We also get a lot of Hershey Liqueur Jete this episode, which I'm always down for. I love Hershey Liqueur Jete. And she talks about her daughter's graduation. Now, it's not a high school graduation or even a college graduation. It is, of course, from pre-K to kindergarten. But here's the thing. While that might not seem like a big deal to me or anybody else, it is a very big deal to parents, especially gay parents. Hershey Liqueur Jete, hats off to you. I don't have a hat. I don't own it. Well, I do own hats, but I don't wear them. Hats off to you because you are doing so well with your kids. It must suck knowing that like you won't be there for them during a time that they want you to be. But I think that when her daughter gets older, she'll understand why she had to be away from that. And also, I mean, like, she has like, since it's only kindergarten, pre-K kindergarten, she has her entire life to spend with you and loving on you and all of that. So it's gonna be okay. But I understand the sentiment. I understand the feeling bad, feeling that you don't deserve to do this while your kids are sitting at home wondering when you're gonna be back. I always think back to my life and how much I miss not living on my own, like being able to spend time with my mom and know that I was gonna be fine. Like I didn't have to worry about rent or anything like that. So like cherish those memories because who knows when you're gonna what's gonna happen. Um, I've been living on my own for 3 years. I've been doing okay for myself, and I mean like there are still times that I miss living at home. So anyway, let's move on from that. We get Sam talking a lot about how she does not want to be known for wearing her mom's clothes and all of that sort of stuff. And that gets brought up a lot this episode. I think every single verse besides Sam's had a reference to that when they roasted her. Um, I would have roasted her for the fact that she, bombed the monologue challenge or something. Like, that wouldn't have necessarily been the first thing that I would have gone for. Mostly because I don't care where you get your drag from. As long as you're wearing it and it looks good on you and stuff. Unless it's a make an outfit challenge, like, I don't really care where you get your outfits from. If it's ugly, I'm going to say that it's ugly, but, I don't really care where you source it from. Um, so if Sam walked out in a Trinity the Tuck gown, I would not have cared. As long as it's not something that's been on the show before, because Trinity's been on three seasons, so she's got a lot of drag to pick through. Um, we get Joey wanting to go first in the roast, which is big for her because she's taking a risk. And Sam wants to go last because she also wants to take a risk. Everybody else lands in the middle. We have the roast order is Joey, Jasmine, Kennedy. Hold on, Jasmine, Kennedy Davenport. Because I just said Jasmine Kennedy, but yeah, Jasmine. Then Kennedy Davenport. Then Hershey LaCourgette. Then Sugar Cane. Then Sam Star. The rapping roast this season. I liked it. It was good, but I liked the beat of the original rapping roast a lot more. Anytime I think about the rapping roast, it's a it's a rapping roast. I love that, love it. I will say that everybody did their job. Again, we didn't have any carries, and hey, a lot of these rhymes were slick. Joey J especially doing the calling Jasmine Kennedy an anglerfish was really funny. Sam saying the Captain Crunch line was also really funny. Let's get into the performances, starting with Joey J. So I think that she did the best. One second. I think that she did the best. Like here's my hot take, is that I agreed with one of the top two, I disagreed with the other one. And this is going to shock some people, because I am a massive Kennedy Davenport fan, but I don't think that she should have been in the top this week. Joey J looks so good here. Category is The Ladies Who Lunch. She has this, like, powder blue suit on with some tan right here. She looks really, really good. And in the roast, she did really good. Again, she went first. She had on this little motorcycle outfit that was pink, and she looked so hot in it. Michelle, of course, reads her for the outfit and is like, I don't like the motorcycle thing. I think we've only seen that maybe 3 times on the runway. One of these being these times. Discord did it this season, on season 18 during the Swept Away thing, and then Jimbo did it during UK versus the World. But like, to my knowledge, that is like the only time that they've done it. So I don't understand where that's coming from. Like, Marie Antoinette, I understand, but like, also get over it. It's Marie Antoinette. She's an icon. People are going to reference her, and people are going to still be talking about her even though she died. A long time ago. But, like, I liked her outfit. I liked her roast. I liked this outfit. She again. It was just a great night for her. I thought that she should have been top two because I mean, they really seem to be enjoying her. I think what they realized was that oh crap, we want Kennedy Davenport to make it to the merge, and she hasn't gotten a win yet because she was horrible last week. Again, love you, Kennedy. Love you so much, but like I don't know. There was a lot more that could have been done in terms of Kennedy Davenport this episode. What I will say is that her and Hershey talking about the similarities between leaving your kids and with Kennedy, her sister has special needs, and leaving her sister and having to explain to her sister like, you know, this is just what I have to do. Like going and traveling the world, not even going to this competition, but traveling the world and having fun. You know, it would be very hard for Hershey to do that with her kids. I mean, you have to school them, you have to do all that, and if you're traveling city to city, that's not going to work. So leaving your kids at home or leaving somebody that you really care about at home, it sucks. I get that. Kennedy isn't even next. It's Jasmine Kennedy. And I have to say, by the way, Joey J. Cream, both. This is the cream of the week. She looks like Mildred Layton in Schmigadoon. She looks like she's about to do like a touring production of Phantom of the Opera. It is so like next level. The purples in the gown are pretty. Again, this picture doesn't do it justice. Go see the episode. I love the hair. I love the fascinator in the hair. I love the makeup. I love the way that this dress is laying. I love the stripes. You can't really see them on the picture, but they're like the collar and the sleeves are stripes. I love the bun on the hair. I love this look. This is my favorite look of the night. This is a cream. In the wrapping roast, she did fine. She wasn't my favorite, but she did do really well. She definitely roasted people. I don't remember everything that she did or said. I'll have to go back and rewatch the episode for that, but from what I can remember, she did really well. I think when they gave me the haircut, they also gave me a lobotomy. So, like, my brain is a little bit woo, but yeah, I really enjoyed Jasmine this week. That runway look though just tins across the board. She looks so good. Next up is Kennedy Davenport, and like, what I will say is that this look is not bad. Like, I love this look, and it definitely gives me Ladies Who Lunch. In comparison to everybody else on the stage, I do agree with Michelle Visage, which, shocker, after I just kind of read Michelle, but I agree that it was a little bit more subdued. That being said, like, the attention to detail in this outfit is so good. And I love the hair on her. I love the shoes. I loved when Brian Tyree Henry, who was the guest judge this week, was asked her, "Are you stamping out a cigarette with that foot?" She goes, "No, it's just to get the shoe." I love this. It is a bit understated, but again, like, it's businesswoman. It's definitely a cream. Jasmine also got 2 creams, but this is a cream. And in the wrapping roast, now I will say that like Kennedy is an older queen, and so her moving and doing everything that she used to do is not off the table, but I do feel like she was a bit stiff, which isn't a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. But like, I don't know, I wanted her to move around more. I want, like, you know when Georges was just doing way too much during the rapping roast, like every single beat had a dance move. I wanted that, but with Kennedy Davenport. Like, I wanted her to do too much, just to show us, hey, BTW, I still got it. And I know that she still got it. Like, if you watch any Kennedy performance, she still got it. She looks like she flies across that stage. She does things that I can't even do in my dreams. So, like, I'm who am I to read her? But I did feel like she was a little bit stiff, but the judges really seemed to like her. I liked when she was twerking during Sam's verse for no reason. And yeah, I love Kennedy. It's a cream. Both of them are creams. But I just don't agree with her being in the top two. I think that she was a little bit high placement, but I disagree with her being top two. Hershey LaCour Now this does take me back to Jasmine Kennedy's performance because Jasmine made a reference to the "It's Chocolate" thing on her original season, and Hershey ran with it. She grabbed that. I would have, if I was Hershey LaCour I would have ran with the candy bar theme and called one of these queens a whatchamacallit. Like I would have just started reading them in terms of like giving them candies. You know, like I don't know, whatchamacallit's the only read that I can really think of. Um this look is so good. Hershey LaCour is the next queen. She looks so good here. Like I'm gonna give her her tens. Like this look, I was not expecting this out of Hershey LaCour, which I don't know why I wasn't because like her entrance look was my favorite entrance look of this bracket. Like she looked so good in it. Like I should have expected this, but like when she rounded the corner, I gasped. Her performance was really good. She had like this incognito type look on her. She had on these glasses, this like ponytail. She looked good. Was she a bit low energy? Absolutely. However, she still did. She still slayed it. Like her this runway look though. Like my God, Hershey, you didn't have to eat these people up like this. Like she's looking at the other brackets and going, sorry about it. I know I was the first one out, but you're not going to forget this runway look. This and Jasmine Kennedy's are kind of tied for me. And it's also because I will say, since I'm kind of a history buff a little bit, it was ingrained into me by my mom. Like this sort of reference, this Gilded Age reference that they're making, just resonates with me more. Like, and also, like I'm saying this, and like the audacity of her to come out in this, like, especially at that time period, you know, people of color weren't really well respected during the Gilded Age, but like her walking out in this is taking power back from it. She looked so good. She looked well, not looked. She's not dead. She looks so good. Um, the only thing that gets me is the parasol, but like full T, I kind of wanted. I kind of like that the parasol's not the same fabric, but I kind of wish that it was. But I kind of wish that it wasn't. I don't know. I'm glad that she had a prop, and it's giving me a little bit of put on your Sunday clothes. The parasol is at least from Hello Dolly, but again, she looks so good. It's a cream, obviously. Up next is Sugarcane, and I did not take a great picture of her. She's all blurry, but like the mug when the picture's not blurry, stamped. This look didn't confuse me, but I got where she was going for, but I really wish that she didn't. She didn't. Like, she's going for this new age ladies who lunch, which I understand. It's kind of giving me like Real Housewives or Sex in the City type tease where it's all these women coming together, because those are the only clips that I've seen of Real Housewives. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a Housewives fan. The only real like clips that I've seen of it are Lisa Rinna, don't talk about my husband. They're always sitting around a dinner table and talking. So like Very that. And the only like Sex and the City clips that I've seen, besides the one of that one poor woman falling out the window, is them sitting in chatting. So like I get where she was coming from. Her references were correct. I just like I love the outfit as well. Like the gold looks so good. She does look like the Chrysler Building, the top of the Chrysler Building, like Brian Tyree Henry said. But like in terms of the in terms of everything, her and Kennedy's were a bit more subdued, and I don't necessarily think that she like hit the reference on the head, but it still looks good. She gets cream. They try and downplay Suga this episode. They're like, you did good. Could have been better. You were a bit too nice. And it's like, girl, she did good. I would not have put her in the top necessarily, like I would have last week. But like y'all need to get it together and give Suga something. Give her tens. Give her something. Like I'm not saying that she needs to win this entire competition because she's not going to, unfortunately. But like give her something. Give her positivity. Give her love. I understand that a lot of people don't like Sugarcane, and that's absolutely fine. But I like Sugarcane, so there's that. Last but certainly not least is Sam Starr. This dog takes me out. This dog takes me out. I loved her performance in the rapping roast. Suga gets 2 creams, mind you. Everybody's getting 2 creams this week. They all ate this up. I think this is the first time that that's ever happened in a bracket thing. But like they ate this up. They did such a good job. I agree with the judges about the hat. She didn't need it, but I don't like. I get the because it's a Chanel outfit, it's a Chanel suit, it's all of that. I was kind of getting a little bit more Elle Woods than I was like Ladies Who Lunch without the hat. Like if she had taken the hat off, I was getting like Legally Blonde type situation or Sharpay. It's just the way that Sam looks. She doesn't like. She's so youthful and stuff like that. Those are the references that I think of whenever I see her. Is like, oh yeah, no, Sharpay or Elle Woods or something like that. I loved the dog. We need more dogs on the runway. Like Chanel's had a dog on the runway. Of course, they had the bitch ball where everybody had to have dogs on the runway. They did that one challenge on Down Under season 3 that nobody remembers, where they had to dress up dogs. Which, hey, Down Under. I know that the Meet the Queens for Down Under versus the World is the 24th. But are you okay? We okay at Down Under? Down Under? We getting our vitamins? Because it's kind of been crickets over there. We kind of need something to happen. Like Michelle, go over there and film another season. Like we need something happening over there. Because I feel like the Australian and New Zealand queens ain't getting anything right now. So like go do that. And don't give them some fuck ass challenges like here's the dog owner, make them over and also make over their dog. Because that was stupid. That was stupid of y'all to do that. So don't do that again. Back to Sam. The dog kind of ate her up a little bit. Like the dog was doing its little tricks, and I was like, "Yep, that dog's fabulous." It is a definite cream. Was she in the top for the roast? No. She was not. She did a good job, but I would not have put her in the top. And I also find it, very stupid that the only real roast that they could come up with about Sam Starr, because they don't really know her that well, is that she took a bunch of Trinity's clothing. I thought that it was a bit stupid, especially after hearing it for like the 4th time. I was like, okay, y'all, come on. Like, pick something else. Make fun of her accent. Do something like that. So, we get a top 2 lip sync. And it is between Kennedy Davenport, which I disagree with. I thought it should have been Joey, but I'm glad that Kennedy is up there. And I am always going to be rooting for Kennedy. And Hershey Liqueur Jete, which I was very, very stoked about. I thought for certain that Joey was going to be one of the top 2. But I wanted to see Hershey. I always wanted to see Hershey make it. And also, today is Juneteenth, so having two Queens of Color in the top two just feels correct. The vibes were there. The lip sync song. So when they walked out on the runway, a lot of them were still in their Ladies Who Lunch outfits, and I was like, huh, what's happening? And then I saw what Kennedy was wearing, and I was like, Kennedy, what are we doing? Her makeup looked a mess, everything looked a mess, and I was like, what is happening? Like, and then the lip sync song starts, and it is Here's the Ladies at Lunch by Elaine Stritch. It is from the original cast of Company, okay? And if you don't know what Company is, honestly, neither do I. I know a lot about Stephen Sondheim, but Company was one of those things that I really didn't vibe with that well. The only real two songs that I knew from this were, I think, hold on. Hold on, before I say something incorrectly. Yeah, I was gonna be like 100% wrong. So the only song that I knew from this was "Not Getting Married Today." If you don't know what that about that sort of thing, it was originally written for a woman to sing, but in recent times, in recent productions of Company, they have changed it from a woman to a gay man. And one of the originators of that role, Jamie, uh, is my ultimate celebrity crush, Jonathan Bailey. And if you don't know who Jonathan Bailey is, yes, you do, because he was dancing through life. Just like he was dancing through all of our heads, shirtless. Yeah, he was in Wicked. He played Fiyero in Wicked, the movie. So like that was kind of where I knew Company from. Patti LuPone has also been in it. She's a gay icon. I think, at least I think that she is. A lot of people have a lot of opinions about Patti LuPone. I also had a lot of opinions about her, to the point that I changed my bird in the mental health app Finch from Patty to Judy because of something that she said about Audra McDonald. I think that she is a fine actress and a fine singer and all of that. I don't really know how to feel about her. I think that she's iconic. I think that everything that she does is iconic, but like that was kind of a misstep. Her talking about Audra McDonald in that way was kind of a misstep. I think I talked about it last year when it happened. So I'm glad that they used the original version though. Elaine Stritch was iconic in the role. And this song was so good for this. Kennedy Davenport was cosplaying drunk, and like it was so funny. Kennedy did really well in the lip sync. Hershey was there. She definitely was. But she kind of didn't come in with like an idea of what she wanted to do, whereas I think Kennedy Davenport just came in and was like, okay, well, I'm gonna be drunk and there's nothing that you guys can do about that, and I'm gonna pull a flask out of my titties and wear a caftan, and like the caftan got nothing underneath it. It's not a reveal caftan. It's a caftan. And what I'm going to reveal is that I have nothing underneath it besides a bra and a panty. But guess what? It's going to be funny because that is what I do. And Kennedy Davenport showed in 2 minutes and 30 seconds of a song why she's an all-star. She ate it up. She did so well. The makeup looked crazy, but it worked. The wig looked crazy, but it worked. The caftan was crazy, but it worked. And she knew all of her lyrics, which is something that cannot be said about her musical on Canada versus the World. But I love her. She is so good. One thing that I do have beef with Paramount Plus at least, what happened to the Next Time on All Stars segments? Why are we going immediately to the end credits? I want to know what happens. I want to know like what the next challenge is. I don't want to have to wait until somebody's like, "Hey, this is going to be the next challenge." I want to know what it is the day of. Like, I do. So unless they've just recently added it, but I don't know. Kennedy wins the lip sync. Obviously, she did the best, and she gets an extra point. Next week, we will have to see what it is. I am 95% sure it's an improv challenge. Just based on rumors that I heard when it was filming last year, and also just like they haven't done a comedy challenge yet. So, I mean, they just did a roast, but you know what I mean. Like, they've done a performance challenge and a design challenge. It's time to be funny. I also worry that we're not going to get a Snatch game this year on All Stars because it's not going to align with who they want to win. If it was Kennedy Davenport, then yeah, sure. But I just don't think that is who's going to win this. I'm 95% sure it's going to be Crystal. With Kennedy maybe being in the top two, hopefully in the top two, I would love that. But I knowing the fact that Crystal bombed her Snatch game originally, makes me go, yeah, we're probably not going to have a Snatch game at Merge. The only way that they could do that is to put it in this bracket, but I don't know if that's going to be what they do. Anyway, what were y'all's thoughts? Leave them down in the comments below. I've been Jacob Ferguson. Goodbye.